Oh, hey there, welcome back. You caught me working on this coat rack. I'm just getting laid out here for these hooks. I think I've decided to set this thing up so that we've got a little shelf up here on top of it. So we're just kind of eyeballing across an imaginary line. Start kind of laying out where we're going to put some of these hooks. I think that works. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 3 hooks. Alright then, so first things first. How do we get from here to here? Obviously we got to start by cutting these down to length. That's pretty easy really. I already know what the length is, but if you've ever got something like this and you don't know what the length is, there's a pretty simple way to find out. Just take yourself a piece of string, hold it to one end and work your way around. Then all you got to do is measure that out. And for these, happens to be 15 inches. So I'll go ahead and take a minute and cut me up a few more of these. We'll make a handful of these. Alright, so we've got a handful of these this half-inch rod cut down. And we've got a piece of 2-inch pipe. We've set it up to make one bend here, and one bend there. Of course, we won't have this on there yet. So the next thing we want to do is make these little caps. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the bottom too. Something about like this. I'm going to take these 2-inch rounds, heat them up, put a little bend in them like that. Yeah, I got to think a new friend of mine, Joel Dixon, sent me this box of these rounds that they're punching out. So I got these cool little pieces. And these 2-inch rounds that we're going to have some fun with here. Alright then, we got us a bunch of these hooks bent up. We've got us a bunch of these caps. So we got out our all thread. I've got some 5/16 all thread. Each one of these hooks is going to be a little different as far as the length we need here. So in order to get that figured out, I'm going to go ahead and drill this log. Seeing as we're using a 5/16 piece of all thread, I'm going to go ahead and drill my holes out using this 3/8. Gives us a little room to play with there. So now we can get us a measurement on each one of these holes. Alright, so we want to be able to countersink the nut on the back of this so that this thing hangs flush to the wall. So in order to do that, we're going to get a fastener bit, about a 3/4 inch fastener bit, maybe even a 7/8. And we'll do a countersink hole on each one of these. We only need to go about 3/4 in. Okay, so here you can see how we keep the hook from swinging back and forth. So we're going to mark where each one of these needs to be drilled. Now for this right here, I've just got some heavy gauge wire. Now clip off a few pieces. We're just going to weld these on. Just tacking it. I'm going to eyeball it. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So next time you come back, we'll get these welded up, bolted on there. Got a little bit of fine tuning to do here, but we'll get that done tonight. Appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't already done so, be sure to click subscribe right here. This has been Mitchell Dillman with LogFurnitureHowTo.com. We'll see you again next week.